Immensely grateful for your indulgence. There was a major technical hitch that the technical guys have to resolve. Thankfully, it's been resolved now. The major issues have been resolved, and we are continuing. Thank you a lot for your patience. In the next few minutes, we'll just deal with the issues, and then we'll be out of here. So let me just quickly go through knowing how much time we have lost to technology, and then we'll deal with the issues very quickly. Right, so I mentioned that at the Institute of Leadership and Strategy, our focus, as our name connotes, it's on leadership and strategy. We have been focusing on 5 major areas. The very first one being our executive leadership program that targets managers and senior managers. The second one, which is the reason we are meeting this afternoon, this evening, is on certified strategy professional. Then we also ran the 2-day masterclass for line managers on effective leadership and people management. We coordinate in-house trainings on leadership and strategy for quite a number of firms. We've covered some 229 organizations. We've worked for Bank of Ghana, we've worked for Absa Bank, we've worked for Talo Oil, Newmont, Casapreco, MTN, etc. And then finally, we also do consulting services, which are in the areas of developing 5-year strategic plans for various organizations, inculcating the balanced scorecard performance management system for companies, and then also developing corporate governance protocols for quite a number of organizations. We are located at East Legon. We are located at East Legon, right behind GT Bank on the Lagos Avenue. Call it the Mansfield Hotel stretch. There's a GT Bank, Guarantee Trust Bank, right behind the Lagos, right behind the GT Bank. You will locate us in here. Right, so we zoom straight into the session. These are a number of organizations we had, worked with, either by way of strategic trainings, either by way of strategic sessions or leadership trainings, or they are sponsored a number of their managers into our sessions. Some are also in-house trainings. All right, now let's get straight into the certified strategy professional. I'm sure most of us heard us on Joy FM and City FM advertising our cohort number 7. The Certified Strategy Professional, CSP, simply put, is a certification for professionals who demonstrate knowledge, skills, and so talking about the Certified Strategy Professional, which is a professional certification for managers who demonstrate knowledge, skills, and competences in strategy as required by the body of knowledge of the certification body. Now, what would be the benefit? What are the benefits of being a certified strategy professional? Certification in strategy actually recognizes your ability to effectively formulate and execute strategy, be it at the corporate level, business level, or the functional level strategies. As I mentioned earlier on, our cohort number 6 is just wrapping up with some 85 managers from various organizations. I think we have people in the class from the Stanbic Bank, from Carl Bank. We have the entire management team of Amnesty International, a few military professionals, and a couple of lawyers, management team from Just One Group of Companies were in our previous session, from the Bank Hospital, indeed from Bank of Ghana itself, etc. Now, the CSP is a demonstrable, provides demonstrable understanding of business strategy, and you gain mastery in strategy development. One of the things we do, apart from the modules we teach, is that the participants or trainees are, or who come from various industries, are grouped by their industries to develop 5-year strategic plan, which a panel would have to look at and correct or comment on them to solidify their confidence in the development of strategic plans. You also tend to understand various strategy tools and frameworks that are used across many organizations. Many of these are propounded by leading management consulting firms like the McKinsey Consulting Group, the Boston Consulting Group, the PricewaterhouseCoopers, etc. We take time to crack those frameworks and strategy tools that are used to take everyday decisions in strategy formulation and execution. Another module is for you to go through business and financial analysis. That one simply helps you to explore the business environment to become a business shrewd person who are able to understand the key issues that go on at the C-suite executive levels. And then also you are taken through how to take strategic initiatives, leading and managing change. I've always said change management is a leadership and strategy agenda. There's a very experienced hand that teaches that, Ebo Richardson, who actually led the transformation of Barclays Bank into Absa Ghana. And then, of course, we spent quite some time on strategy execution. So why become, or why seek to become a CSP? Certification tells your employers that you have the required knowledge and skills in business strategy. Some people actually have the knowledge, but because you are not certified by any independent body, there is not exactly the credibility and recognition. And that is what global certifications of the sort gives you, both at the local and the international level. Indeed, it improves your marketability and employability, if you may. And certified strategy professional tremendously prepares you for the C-suite executive roles. I'm sure some of you who are in lower levels of management, be it line managers, branch managers, or even senior managers who are preparing for C-suite, this becomes a major platform for you. And for some people who are also preparing to launch into consultancy, like management consultants as a private consultant, this professional certification becomes a major preparatory ground for you. By way of modules, you're going to go through organizational strategy and leadership, strategic business planning, strategy formulation, which is quite different than the planning, competitive and growth strategies, which is taught by the chief strategist of Absa Bank, Mr. Adolf Pega. We have fundamentals of project management, effective change management, business modules, and shrewdness, aligning people and culture to strategy, strategy execution and control, and then strategy assessment, where we do the practical strategy development in groups where panels would help us to assess our various strategy documents. Now, by the time you are through with this 10-week course, you would have earned an executive certificate in strategy, an executive certificate strategy, which is internally or given by us internally. However, you will need to sit for the Global Professional Certification exam in order, and on your passing, you are conferred as a CSP, a certified strategy professional. Now, what is the eligibility criteria? All you require is to be a professional or a manager. We do not take rank and file workers. We don't take, I just finished university or finished my national service. I started work 2 years ago. No, you clearly have to be in a management role. It doesn't matter which level of leadership you are, but you must either direct the action of somebody or have the power to make decisions for and on behalf of an organization. So you have to be in a management role or a professional. You may not be a manager, but you are a qualified lawyer, qualified accountant, qualified marketer, or something. The background in terms of discipline is not material. I mean, we've had persons from finance, HR, sales, marketing, operations, banking, risk, credit, procurement, people from the NGOs, the public sector, IT professionals, and indeed many other technical areas. I had mentioned already that the current class, which is about wrapping up, have a number of other professionals other than business managers or company managers. So military officers, lawyers, and medical doctors who are in the session. Indeed, we also have entrepreneurs. You manage your own business. What it means is that you are managing at that high level, and for that matter, you also qualify to go through this. Academic-wise, once you have a first degree, so I didn't say if you have a first degree without any experience, you qualify. No. Even with first degree or master's, indeed, more than half of our trainees are master's degree holders. But if you don't have any academic qualification at all, at least a first degree, in addition to your managerial acumen, will qualify you to sit in this session. Now, what is the course structure? So you're going to go through a 10-week course, 10-week of instructor-led sessions and case studies, 10 weeks of instructor-led sessions with case studies. You are either taking the physical tuition on Saturdays only, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. That's a long stretch, but indeed there's a full 1 hour of lunch break between the hours, okay, 10 to 4 p.m. with 1 hour lunch break in the middle of the program. Our executive center is at East Legon. That's the executive training center, East Legon, right behind GT Bank, Guaranteed Trust Bank, on the Lagos Avenue or the Mansfield Hotel stretch. Otherwise, you are also signing up for the virtual option, which runs on Sundays only, 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. And the virtual option runs on the Google platform. That's Google Meet. I mean, all the details are shared with you. The good news is that trainees have the liberty to switch between the two options. You don't have to stick to one from the beginning to end. We are well aware of the caliber of persons who go through our programs. And for that matter, we give you the liberty. You're either doing the Saturday physical or Sunday online. And every weekend, you decide what suits your schedule for the weekend. Reason is that everything that is done on Saturday, same instructor, same thematic areas, same examples, same case studies, is what is done online. It's the same instructor, the same areas, just so the two options can be on the same page, to give you the liberty to switch between the two depending on your schedule for the weekend. Just before I mention to you the course instructors, if you have any questions, kindly don't hesitate to send us a quick message by WhatsApp. Just send us a quick WhatsApp on 020-822-4565. Our hotline is 020-822-4565. If you send a message via this platform, we might end and time may not allow us to respond to you. But once you send it to this number, even if the session ends, we still can respond to you effectively with your answer. 020-822-4565. Let's carry on. Now, what does it take to write and pass the professional certification exam? Now, it is refreshing to know that exam is conducted every day throughout the year. The professional certification exam in strategy is conducted every day, Monday through Sunday, any time of the day throughout the year. And the exam can be taken anywhere, anytime, because it is online based. It is online based. All you need is reliable internet, and you can take your professional certification exam. The exam fee, before the exam fee, let me talk about the pass mark. Pass mark is 60%. So you are answering 100 multiple choice questions, and all you need is 60 questions correct out of 100, and then you would have passed. Indeed, our pass rate is about 80%. I'm not talking about pass mark. Pass mark is what you require to pass. Pass rate is when we register about 100 candidates, how many pass at first sitting and how many have to go maybe a second sitting. Our pass rate is gone beyond 80. That means out of every 100 persons, we get some 80 or more passing at their first sitting. In the unlikely event, you do not pass your exam at the very first sitting, all you require is to resit, and there must be a minimum of 30-day difference between your first sitting and your second sitting. The examination fee is $350 United States dollars, 350 USD. It is not paid on modular basis. The exam is a one-off exam. So once you pay the 350, you take the one-off certification exam and you are good to go. The professional bodies exam questions are competency-based and covers all aspects of strategy. Unlike academic, where the lecturer can pick and choose which topics to bring questions from, in this professional course, questions are lifted from every facet of strategy. And it's a 2-hour online-based exam, 2 hours, 100 multiple choice questions, competency-based, and the exam checks for success in every area of strategy. Now, how do you enroll? Enrollment fee, that's registration fee, is 250 USD. 250 Ghana cedis. Indeed, we don't charge our fees in dollars, it's in cedis. So 250 cedis. And once you pay the 250 cedis, registration voucher will be shared with you after payment. And the payment platform on your screen, you are either using the EcoBank, and once you send us a quick WhatsApp on 020-822-4565, all this information I'm sharing with you will indeed be on your phone. So you're either paying via EcoBank Legon branch, the account number is on your screen and will be shared with you if you send us a hello on WhatsApp. Otherwise, you are paying via a USSD, that is mobile money, all networks, *447 *2354#. All networks. Once you dial that, it will ask you if you are paying Institute of Leadership and Strategy. You confirmed, and that is it. Now, the program fee itself, indeed, this is strategy targeted at only people in management positions. The exam fee is 12,800 Ghana cedis. 12,800 Ghana cedis. Do you have to pay all at a go? No. The fee can be paid in 3 installments. 4,800 to start, 4,800 at the end of the first month. 4,800 to start, 4,000 cedis at the end of the first month, which will have been your second installment, and the final 4,000 at the end of the course with us. So you pay in installment. Your tuition fee covers virtually everything. You don't have to pay for any other thing. In terms of your tuition, all of your materials, past questions, your tutorials, your mock exam, and indeed, those of you who are doing physical sessions, you also have lunch with us, because we are keeping you from 9 a.m. to from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., though with 1 full hour lunch break in between. Next cohort, which is our cohort number 7, starts on the 16th of August, on Saturday, August 16th. Because our immediate past cohorts, that is the cohort that are about to finish, which we took off some 3 months ago, actually got oversubscribed. The new class, more or less, like there are a lot of registrations already. People ask us, when is your when is your closing date? And we don't have a closing date. What you need is there's a class size. Once the class is full, we cut the admission. So at the moment the class is not full, you still have the right to or the freedom to register. So the physical starts August 16, which is a Saturday. The online start August 17. August 17 on Sunday. That is the virtual option. But all those details will be shared with you online. So that is our training center at East Legon, right behind the GT Bank on the Lagos Avenue or the Mansfield Hotel stretch. This is how some of our physical classes, class sessions look like. There are large group sessions because we do some common or orientation. Then there are also small classroom, settings. By way of instructors, these are the people who deliver or facilitate sessions at the Institute of Leadership and Strategy. We call them the ILS facilitators and resource persons. First on the list is Mr. Kweku Awochi. Kweku Awochi is the immediate past Chief Executive Officer of Tullow Oil. Prior to that, he was CEO for VRA, Volta River Authority, as well as Chief Strategist for Anglo-Good Ashanti for several years. He currently chairs the UBA, United Bank for Africa's board, and also the board chairman for Multimedia Ghana Limited. Then we have Mr. Wing Commander Samuel Alote. Commander Samuel Alote have been a C-suite executive with Stanbic Bank for several years. Later Gridco, he currently chairs the board of Jospon, and then he also is an adjunct senior lecturer with GIMPA. Then we have Grace Awochi, who delivers our financial analysis lecture, helping you to interpret the balance sheet, the income statement, the cash flow statement, etc. As strategists, you need to have an appreciation of these things. She's currently the Chief Finance Officer of the Bank Hospital. That is the former Bank of Ghana Hospital, which have now been made privatized, or if you may, independent of the bank as a limited liability company. Indeed, we are currently preparing the Bank Hospital's 5-year strategy, and Grace Awochi have been a major liaison between we as the institute or consulting firm and her organization. And of course, I am also sitting there as a leadership and strategy expert. I have, done strategy, facilitated strategy session or developed strategy plans for well over 50 organizations in Ghana. Then we have Mr. Adolf Pega. Adolf Pega is currently the Chief Operations and Strategy Officer for Absa Bank Ghana. He leads the strategy agenda as well as the operations agenda at Absa Ghana. He's a major expert in strategy. Then we have Dr. Samuel Segler. Dr. Samuel Segler is a leadership and strategy expert, an independent management consultant. He consults for GCB Bank and a few other organizations, and also serves as a senior lecturer with the Ghana Technology University. Right there is Ebo Richardson. Ebo Richardson was a C-suite executive with Absa Bank, led the agenda in transforming Barclays into Absa. He delivers our change management lecture, and he also is a management consultant and also adjunct lecturer with NIPS University. Then we have Mr. Michael Abiu. Michael Abiu chairs the board of Telecel. He is the Chief Executive Officer of MGA Consulting and also a management consultant. So these are the lady and the gentleman who are going to lead the agenda with you on your enrollment with us in the 7th cohort. Right, so there we have the information. You can always reach out to us by sending us a quick WhatsApp on 020-822-4565. Every single information will be shared with you by the administrators of the course, and then you will also be helped with the process of registration. You don't need to bother about payment of fee now. All you need to do is to secure a seat by registering. You pay 250 Ghana cedis. A registration voucher will be shared with you, and then you book a seat. You are offered your admissions letter, ready to take off with us on 16th August. Takeoff is clearly done. Then you are required to pay your first installment. If there are any further questions, kindly don't hesitate to either call or WhatsApp the 020-822-4565. Somebody is asking, how recognized and accredited is this? Well, let me kindly educate you a bit on the issue. Well, the HR director of GTEC, former National Accreditation Board, is in our current class. These are not academic programs. National Accreditation Board have jurisdiction over academic programs. What are academic programs? Diploma, first degree, master's degree, PhDs. These are professional certification regulated by professional bodies, just like ACCA for chartered accountants, ICA for, that's Institute of Chartered Accountants for chartered accountants, CIM for chartered marketers. So this is not an academic program. This is a professional charter certification in strategy, all right? And like I said, HR director of GTEC is currently in the class. If she is a director at National Accreditation Board and she thinks that there's any accreditation problem, she will not even have enrolled in the first place. So that is it. We are recognized by the professional bodies and not an academic regulator like like GTEC. Okay, right. So that's about it. Any further questions we can answer you. Somebody's asking, what are the requirements to take the CSP? Does it come with additional fee? Yes, I'm sure you joined a bit late. I mentioned that you must be in a management position. Strategy itself is only done at the management level. So if you are a regular rank and file staff, with no disrespect meant, but I'm just a worker, I'm not a leader or a manager in the company, I'm not a professional, I'm afraid you won't qualify. Even if we admit you, you will not understand the content that is taught in a strategy class. So you must be in a management role, or you are a professional in one area or another. Yes, just like PMP for project management, ACCA for accountant, CIM for marketers. If you are writing the professional exam in strategy, you pay an examination fee of $350, and you don't need to bother your head about that now. It is after the course, whenever you are ready, because exam is conducted every day. Whenever you are ready to take the exam, then you are required to pay your exam fee. Your exam fee also makes up for your membership fee. You become a member of the professional body of certified strategists, right? Right. I'm told there's a few other questions. Somebody's asking, does it mean CSP is a technical professional certification like PMP? Yes, sir. CSP is a professional certification, just as, like you have said, just like PMP. That is how come you write an exam and on your passing. But our pass rate is high. Out of every 10 persons, we have some 8 of them passing at first sitting. Somebody is asking, in the information, do you have literature to prepare ahead of classes? Yes, please. You go through what we call the body of knowledge. That is the syllabus, if you may, but we don't call it syllabus. That's an academic knowledge. So you go through the prescribed thematic areas. You don't buy any book. Every material you require to go through this 10-week course and to write and pass your exam is already provided you in the fee. So we provide you with every single information from the tuition, that's the case study based lectures, the reading materials, the slides, the case study itself. Everything is provided you. We don't only aim at preparing you to write an exam. At your level as managers, you should be concerned about skill and ability to use the knowledge to deliver results. So we want to achieve, or we normally like to achieve, 2 objectives. One is to give you standard practice. So you are learning strategy at the corporate level, the business unit level, and most importantly, the functional level. Because most of you operate in functions. You are either in finance, HR, marketing, sales, operations, etc. So all levels are taught. Okay, so the first is your standard knowledge and practice and strategy. The second one is to help you pass the examination. So it is not all about passing exam. Indeed, we even boost our content beyond the syllabus required by the professional body, because we are not only seeking to help you pass an exam, but to seal off your confidence in strategy as a practicing manager. All right, so that will be all for this evening. Indeed, we are immensely grateful for your cooperation. We are looking forward to having you in our cohort number 7 class of the strategy, taking off on August 16 for the physical on Saturdays and August 17 for those who are signing up for the online session Sunday for the first meeting. Thank you so much and enjoy the rest of your weekend.